get started, as an excuse to get to warmer weather in the winter has spawned decades of competition and tradition, and today, once again, these two will square off to find out who will take home the coveted jeweled shillelagh. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. This one starting. And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Dropping back, it's Mayava. The sure hands, it's Miller. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Now on first down from the 30. They'll try the right side. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. The play-action fake. Dances away. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
They'll go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. So many memorable and historic moments in this rivalry, guys. It's almost a century old now. First meeting in 1926.
When you think of all the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Newt Rockne, Ara Parseghian, John Robinson, Pete Carroll. A lot of national championships between these two schools, David.
Lou Holtz, we could keep going on. The uniforms are always strong, always consistent. Fan bases are always so great. This is a game you can set your watch by. You know it'll be great.
Got it in the middle. It's Lane. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, that linebacker is athletic. He can make tackles in space against very athletic dudes. That receiver's not an easy guy to bring down. That linebacker got him down quick.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockne's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was in Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on third and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll go to the air on third and short. It's complete to the right. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
When they pick up the first against zone coverage, the biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
They'll move the tight end. To the air, it's Carr. Throwing right. He's got it. Turning it on. Touchdown, Aaron. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. I guess a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Back to pass on second down. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the thunder being shaken down on third down. They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
There's probably a lot of people wondering right now, why do they keep throwing the football when they're backed up so much? But this is actually one of the best places on the field to do that because the defense has to cover so much space, plus oftentimes they're in man coverage. So this is the time to take your shots. They took one there, took a chance deep. It wasn't open. It was incomplete. You got to be thinking on third down coming up now, they're probably going to throw it again.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off play action on first down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
So nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Miami is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sebastian isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Louisville. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking to throw, it's Mayaba. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
So now it's second and long. They go to the ground. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, running back on the move. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Trojans will go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Quick step and go. Bust through behind his pad. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
From the gun, running back gets the give. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Trojans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air, it's Mayava. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Motion from the wide receiver. With the run on 1st and goal. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Extending the play. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, USC. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Carr. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Off the play fake. Hit as he throws. Working that left side.
Big time throwing that last play. You know, you think about great Notre Dame quarterbacks. I think back to a couple of Joes. Joe Montana, Joe Theismann. They'd love what they'd be seeing right now from this kid. He's got arm talent. He's got accuracy. And because of that, he gives this offense the ability to light up the scoreboard.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Takes the handoff. It's Price. There he goes. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
On the snap, it's Price.
This guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looking for blockers. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Back to pass, it's Mayava. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
When you see them there taking the shot, I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. He's going to run it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Trying play action. On the run, still looking. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
But how loud is it? Builder, this is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Looking for space, it's Sanders.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll pull it down. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
It's nice for this D coordinator when he puts his nickel package out in the field because that nickel player he's got who subs in is good in coverage. He's also aggressive. He does a nice job blitzing, and he can play the run. They can spy the quarterback. There's a lot of different tools this guy's got to defend against a mobile quarterback, and I think you saw a little bit right there in that nickel package now setting up 4th and 1.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Tennessee managed to eke out the victory in a tighter-than-expected one. And they'll be singing from the top of Rocky Top after this one, no matter the final score. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Carr. Fakes the grab. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Notre Dame right back to the line. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Price. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Give to the running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Trojans will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
On the set.
Quarterback may change this route. Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Catch in the middle, it's Price. Knocked down for the tackle.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pauling. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Find some fresh air. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the top. Touchdown, Irish! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. The Irish have seized control against the Trojans and starting to put their eyes on that jeweled shillelagh.
The Irish doing what they need to do. Every year we look forward to this game. The hype, does it meet the hype? The Irish were ready. USC's got some answering to do, Paul.
Touchdown Jesus is celebrating somewhere. What a game so far by Notre Dame. They're hitting on all cylinders. They knew how big this game was coming in. They knew they had to be dialed up and ready to go. And they have looked good. And I think the Jewel Shillelagh might be making a trip to South Bend.
Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Solid gain to get them out close to the 20, pick up a 5 to the 19. And the Trojans headed quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Here's a heat. Pulls it in, it's Sanders. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Going to try to get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he wants it all. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Flushed out of the pocket. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Off play action. Throws to the wideout. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Trojans want to move quickly. That type of big play can even make Traveler perk up and take notice.
Hey, man, when I think about USC and just their pass, I just think about explosive. Explosive playmakers, making explosive plays down the field, finding those big wide receivers, making big plays.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, they're after him. Trying to make, breaks into the open. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell, drops back, nothing open. It's okay, I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
Gives it on the option. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Trojans are flying down the field. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Looking to throw. Under fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And it just doesn't get more dominant than that. One-on-one, me versus you, and there's nothing you can do about it, David. I know that's something you know a lot about based on your time.
Man, fly off the edge, beat the man as quick as you can. There's so many things that have to go right for you to get a sack. The ball has to be coming out a little bit later. But you know what? When you win that fast and that clean off the line of scrimmage, that is how it's done at the highest level for that defensive end.
And they're able to get him down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Tough to beat action, gentlemen. You know that. Let's take a look at the highlights. Eastern Michigan is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed style of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by a field goal over BYU. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Using his legs, it's Price. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Carr. Lets it fly. Reels it in down the left side. Hits the afterburners. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the pummeling has started.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Out of the end zone. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking up.
Makes the catch down the right side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And the Trojans are in the hurry-up.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you.
He's got it inside the 15. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but is able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Why not trying to get it in? Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it inches away from the touchdown. Trying to punch it in. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Lets it go to the end zone. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the 4th quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
Second down, he'll throw it. Snagged in the middle, it's Fields. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to fire deep. Makes a grab deep. It's a seam wide open. He's at the touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the more with that trip to the house. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. With that latest touchdown pass, might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive points.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football game.
Looking for a man. It's Mayava. The short hands. It's Sanders. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage off?
He's going to let it go. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
We're talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight. They thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
To the ground with the back. Hard running there. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell. They were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points in the scoreboard.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Might be changing the route. Looking for a man. It's Carr. A shot toward the end zone. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
USC offense will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. After a hard-fought victory, the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame have won the right to take home the coveted weapon of Gaelic combat, the Jewel Shillelagh. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.